The transfer portal opened yesterday. I'm just curious, from sort of a ground level strategy standpoint, how you and your staff decided to handle that while you guys are obviously still playing. Is it something that you at least have to keep an eye on? Can you push it off until you guys are done playing? Just sort of wondering how you decided to deal with that when there is movement going on.
I'm not dealing with it at all. The only thing that I would deal with is I don't run players off. So you got to have spots to pick up transfers, and maybe we'd have one. If everybody came back, maybe we wouldn't. And so I don't. We
So much on the leading side. I just meant if there will be players available, how much, if at all, would you engage while you're still playing? Obviously.
I really. You say you don't believe on the leaving side. Well, if you don't have spots, why are you doing that? So that I can get somebody better. I can get a better girlfriend because the one I got isn't good enough. I don't know. Get a better wife because the one I got isn't good enough. I don't know. It's not a loaded question. It's one I really have zero interest in answering because I think it's ridiculous that the NCAA or any other entity put these two things together, is that people like you have to ask these questions, and I value that you have to ask them, and I do get upset when people are talking to our kids about them. I saw what happened at one school that teams get a chance to play in the Sweet 16 and people are entering the transfer portal. Kids got to do what they got to do, and they're really not doing what they got to do. They're doing what their parents or their agents are telling them to do, because they still got to go to practice, go in the same locker room unless they leave the team, and I think that's insane. I think it's disgusting, but that's my own personal opinion. We will always have an eye on the transfer portal. I mean, we get it. It's printed out now. It's we're back to rankings. This is the number 1 transfer in this. This is the number 3 transfer. Some more guys that don't have a clue that do that, and of course we'll look at everything if something happens. But I'm not going in to. I learned something from my boss, Judd Heathcote, and there is a happy medium on this. And I know this isn't normal, but nothing's normal. That's why I coined it, let's be different, okay? But he used to always say to me when I was working my tail off in recruiting, because he didn't do as much, and he'd say, the problem with you new young guys is you're always trying to replace the guys you got instead of making the guys you got better. Is that fair to the guys you got, that you're out spending time on somebody else and you're not taking care of them? Happy medium. You always got to recruit good players, and you always got to have players you recruit. Well, I'm going to tell you something that I learned. If you're loyal to your players and they want to get better, then your obligation is to the people that you brought here. Now, if they don't want to get better or they aren't doing their job, nowadays there won't be as many people that are hanging on to people and letting them. There'll be more runoffs. Could happen here, could happen somewhere else. But the last thing I want to do is cheat my players. I mean, we're working 24/7 on 3 teams right now. And if somebody's better than me that can work 24/7 plus being interested in getting somebody that's better than somebody they got, and that's the way it's going in our thing, I'm just not one of those guys. If that's what our fan base wants, our media wants, then it's not me. But I'm disgusted by the fact that we even have to deal with this at this time. And last year, the NCAA, or whoever's making these rules, had it the first day after Selection Sunday. So while everybody was celebrating that they got picked to go to the NCAA tournament, we have this going on. Something wrong with us if we're doing that. And I'd like to take some blame since I've been on committees, but I've made it pretty known we have no say in that. Okay? So I'm done talking about it. I appreciate you have the right to ask me that. But you know what? I got 15, 16 guys that have just accomplished something that hasn't been done much in my career. First of all, we've never won 17 Big Ten games. Second of all, to be 17-3 in a league that is this good and only have 3 losses is phenomenal. Third of all, they've given me everything they can academically, athletically, and socially. And I'm going to think about replacing them. I've recruited the guys. They helped me recruit the guys who recruit. Nobody knows. And by the way, there's not a lot of recruiting done in the transfer portal. It's offering. There's not recruiting. It's paying. And we don't even know, all these people are doing it. We don't even know what we can do yet. This is an amazing deal. And again, I'm going to apologize to you, but I am ticked off that you asked me that right now, because I think you just cheated me. So if I keep talking, I cheat my players. And I'll cheat myself before I'll cheat my players. So, if you got another question about the transfer portal, I can lift you a lot of schools you can call and ask them. They might have the better opinion than me. But me, I'm homed in on Ole Miss. I might even call Mr. Manning and figure out something that I don't know about that place. And that's all I want. Chris Beard, what he's done has been incredible. But what my team's done has been incredible. And I'm not ready to move on. So, Judd, I've followed what you said. I'm going to worry today about the guys I got in this program that have done an incredible job this year. And that's it. And if that costs me later, so be it. But Tom Izzo isn't cheating the people that he has that have been loyal to him for this chaos that is going on out there. Is that cool? You got enough?
I wanted to ask today because I know we'll talk to you in
No, because you don't understand. When I came back Sunday night, that was it. There was nothing on my mind but giving these guys a chance to win one more game, get to Elite Eight, and one more game, and have a memory that'll last their entire life, their kids' life, and their grandkids' life, because that's what it is. And so excuse me for being passionate about it or pissed off about it, whichever words you want to use, but I'm not going to talk about it because it's not fair. It's not fair to the people. You could say it's fair to your program. I'll run my program like I want to run my program. And people have a disagreement with that, God bless them. But these guys that gave me everything they could give me are going to have a chance. And I'm not going to screw it up by spending any time on other stuff other than, I don't eat, I don't sleep right now. So why in the hell would I do something else that might benefit me a year from now? And really, it's not going to benefit me now because I don't know what I have. I don't know how much money I have. I don't know which players are leaving or staying. I don't have any idea. So why would I do that? Waste of time. All right, let's get back to some good things. That's not insulting. I'm not mad at you. I mean, I kind of am, but I'm not really. But I think you should know me well enough. But I learned from Stephen A. and you have the right to ask the question.
That's why I asked today.
Yeah. No, but today is, don't say it that way. Just say I asked the question. Because today doesn't matter any more than Friday to me. This is a full week of work. I got 3 teams to prepare for. Okay? Because that's what we do. We try to win the weekend. Winning one game and losing the other doesn't turn me on. Doesn't excite me. But the weekend, that excites me. Appreciate it. Wasn't a preach. It wasn't a, don't do that to me, okay? Well, he's on a sermon now. No. You're talking about something that is wrong, what we're doing. Because it's not, we always talk about what's fair to the kids. That's what the NCAA, that's what everybody, and that's what the media, what's fair to the kid, what is fair to the kids? I'm going to do what's fair to the kids. I'm going to give them every ounce of energy I have until we lose. Then I'll worry about the next stage. Go ahead.